Alright, so now that we have a basic bear object that's running around in the screen and a ghost that's chasing us, I'd like to have something good that actually happens. So I would like something that I can collect for points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new sprite. Let's see, what does a bear like to collect? How about money? Everyone loves money. I'm going to change this to be the money sprite. Create an object. Money object, and give it that sprite. Now the money object is going to give the bear some number of points when he collides with it. So my plan is, the bear runs into the money, he gets some number of points, and then the money gets destroyed. So let's go ahead and put the collision event in the bear as well, just like we did with the ghost. So I'm going to add an event, a collision with the money here. The money object actually isn't going to do anything at all, it's just going to sit there and wait for the collision to happen. So now that I've got this, I need to add to my score. So much like lives, I'm going to set my score to be some amount relative. So for example, 5 points relative. Otherwise I would set it to exactly 5. And then I want to destroy the money. Now, there's a few things that might happen here. The destroy event just has self, other, and object, so let's try these different things and see what they do. So let's say that I have my bear destroy himself. So I'm going to put some money in there. Whee! Let's not destroy the wall. Run the game. Alright, so what happens when my bear runs into the money? Oh, death. Now here's the weird thing, is that the error was actually in the ghost object, in its step event. It wasn't in the bear or anything else. And the reason why is that every step the ghost is trying to chase the bear object. So when the bear actually is destroyed, it has no bear to chase, and so it throws an error there. So the way we read these errors is it's in the ghost object, and its step event, the very first thing. If I was going to go look for that, it would be right here, in the ghost, in its step event, in the very first thing. Now, clearly, destroying the bear is not what should happen when it runs into the money. What about if we go and choose the money object out of there? What happens then? We run into the money. Oh, that destroys all the money. I just want the one that I ran into to be destroyed. So I actually want to choose other. So self is always this object that I'm looking at right now. In a collision event, the other thing is whatever this object is that's in the collision event. So in this case, it's just the one money I ran into. So I go run into this. Good, good, good. All right, that looks good. All right, so I think that the only things left to do are to make the end game not quite so abrupt and to make some way to win as well. So when I run out of lives, rather than just ending the game, I kind of want to have them maybe have a high score table and then ask if they want to play again. So I'm going to delete that one out of there. So to begin with, under score, this 1, 2, 3 will show the high score table. You can change these settings if you want to change the appearance. Then, in order to ask them if they want to play again, under this Control tab, and there's this little thought bubble with a question mark, which asks a question. Do you want to play again? Okay. One other thing to watch out for. This question mark tests code, which is entirely different from actually showing a pop-up, which is what this one does. So, in short, don't use this one. So now that we ask a question, we need a start block and an end block. And I'm actually going to put in an else and start and end as well. So what these little octagon-shaped ones are is they're going to test something. So if the person presses yes, this thing is true, and it'll do any code between this start and end block. If they say no to this question, it'll go to this else statement and do whatever's between these two. So if it's true, it does these. If it's false, it does these. You don't have to have an else, but if you do need it, that's the idea. So if they say yes, they want to play again, what I should probably do is, under main 2, restart the game. If they say, no, I don't want to play your stupid game anymore, then we do our end game. So let's see what happens when I die this time. 2 lives, 1 lives, 0. Hey, look. I've done some high scores before. No, I don't want to play. There we go. Now, what about if you actually collect all the money? What happens then? We probably should have some sort of good ending as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an event, which is a step event, in the bear, and check every step to see if the number of money objects is 0. So I'm going to count up all the money. As soon as there are no money objects left in the room, I'm going to basically do the same thing as this no more lives. So in the step event, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this blue 1, 2, 3, which tests to see how many of a particular object there are. So when the number of money objects is equal to 0, I'm going to do something here. And in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go grab the stuff out of the no more lives event. So I'm going to highlight the first one, hold down the shift key, highlight the last one, and copy it. Go to the step event, paste it. Now the order of these things does matter. The way it always works is you have your if statement and a start and end block. So notice that this start and end block, the matching pair is there. So all of this stuff only happens if the number of money objects is 0. This start and end only happens inside of here if the person answers yes. So you can have blocks within blocks in order to specify exactly what you want. So if there is a money object in the room, none of this code will happen. Let's see if I can actually get all the money. Run, run. All right, so there's my good ending. All right, I think that is everything we need for the catch game.